G'day everybody and welcome back. After the last video on the dividing head, building that back plate, I had a gentleman offer to draw up a set of plans off the tailstock he has for his BSO dividing head. I took him up on the offer and he done a fantastic job of doing the plans, like a really neat job. So what I've decided to do is build mine similar to this. It's not going to be exactly the same because obviously the original is a casting. This will be similar in looks, but it won't be exactly the same. Anyway, I've gone through and got some material for the base plate. These will be the sides. Probably can't see it real well there. And these will be the sides. This bit here will end up having a rectangle out of it, which will fit in the guts of it. Then we got the pointy bit. So yeah, I want to go through now and clean up all these pieces, bring them to rough dimension, which is going to take a little while, especially this bit, getting it out, getting the rectangle out of it. And then we'll run from there. I don't think I'm going to film a lot of the cleaning up of this stuff because it's going to be pretty boring and slow, so hope you enjoy it. It's me. How are you, George?
Not bad, Matty.
Matty, whatever. Okay, that's that piece cleaned up. Just needs to be deburred on these two edges and this edge here, this back edge. I'm going to do the same as what you just seen to these two blocks too off camera. Okay, I've got these three pieces cleaned up. I'm actually thinking about recessing these two pieces about 5mm into this bottom plate, then welding it in. I'll only be able to weld across the two edges and then along this edge here, so I won't be able to get the TIG in there, I don't reckon. Not all the way anyway. Just might make it a bit more rigid. I think I might just leave these bits as they are for the moment and work on that big hunk of round I've got and make the 30mm wide block for the centre. So I probably won't show a lot of that because it's just going to be gnawing away at it. Rightio, roughing this bit out at the moment. this has to be 53 by 30. So I've got a ton of material to bring off. So I'm definitely not going to bore you guys with that. So you've had a little bit of time lapse so far, but I'm just going to wear it down. So it's 53 by 30 mil, and then obviously I run the fly cutter over it on the last little bit just to neaten everything up and make it look pretty. Okay, that is to 30 mil in, so that dimension's right. Now I've just got to flip it over and do these other two sides, just clean them up with the fly cutter. I've gone out and marked this plate, so these two will be a matching pair. So these are going to have a half-inch slot, half-inch wide slot. I'm just going to drill these and then I'll use a half-inch end mill and just open these slots up. Okay, I've got a half-inch carbide end mill. Just run this through, and then I'm going to move about 6 mil each side of centre. Okay, that's the first one done. I'll swap this over now. I won't show doing the second one, it's exactly the same. That's the second one done. Just needs deburring. Seen all the cool kids having these things, so I thought I'd better buy one. And I can see why they bought one. Okay, I've swapped over to the main big block now to put these two holes in. So these are going to be 15 mil up from this bottom face. First one's 21 mil in from this far edge, and then 33 mil. Just because I sharpened this doesn't mean it's going to cut any good. be prepared. Might be going back for a visit to the grinder again. I've just spun this over so I can put that chamfer for these two holes. Okay, I've got this set up in the vise to do the bore. Decided to go this way to do it in the mill rather than doing it in the forge or in the lathe. Probably got more chance of getting it straight in here than I have setting it up in the forge. Or I have to bring that camera around and show you. I've got that running pretty much spot on. So where I'm standing now, that's right on 0. So I'm happy with that. So we have picked up on the centre and right on the edge of this part. So I'm going to come in 12mm. By the time I put a 5/8 reamed hole down there, that'll leave me 4mm of meat at the top. I'm going 5/8 because I've got a 5/8 ream. Okay, I'm using a brand new drill for this. It's out of a lettuce set I have. I know it's brand new, so the grind should be really good. I've got a 37/64 drill up here. I have given it a touch up on the grinder. Run it fairly slow, and this will take a while. That went surprisingly well. Really what I should be doing now is trying to run a boring bar down there. I don't have one that long to do the full length, and I don't think I've got one small enough to do that hole either, so yeah, it's just going to have to be the reamer. Let's try this and see if we have any goodness. It's on power feed, I'm just going to let it run. Okay, that went really well considering. So I'm going to try and show you down in the hole. I'll too sure how good you're going to be able to see it, but hopefully you can see a bit of the finish there. That's better. Yeah, that's a pretty good finish. I've been standing there staring at this thing, and I'm really wondering whether I do make it 3/4 hole. I can get a 3/4 ream that I can borrow. It's them decisions that always get me. Okay, it got the better of me. I turned up a little dummy plug. That's 5/8. The top of this here, of this plug, is 3/4. I just wanted to see how much room there was at the top and how much room there is at the side to put a lock. Like I've got to put a locking screw in the other end. I just wanted to see how much room there was. So I'm going to wait till the morning and get me mate to bring down that reamer with him. I'll run another drill down there and then ream it to 3/4. Apparently it's a brand new Sutton ream, so should ream really nice with a bit of luck. Okay, I've got this brand new Sutton 3/4 machine ream. I borrowed off a mate. I'm just going to put these on a time lapse, put this on auto feed, slow, and just let it do its thing. So that's what we use, our Morse Taper 2 machine ream. So thanks, Burge. Saved me ass again. Okay, we've got a couple of holes to drill. There's an M5 that's got to go right through both sides. That locks a little boss in that holds the adjuster. Another hole up here, I think it's 3/8 16 clearance on this side and threaded on the other side. And another clamp bolt back here, and then I've got to put a slit, which will be another setup. Slit the end of it and remove a bit of material off the back of here. I'm only going to be able to tap one side. The tap isn't long enough to get all the way through without hitting the chamfered bit there. Okay, set back up, I've indicated off this back edge and top edge. See a blue line here, the radius. I've got to take this corner out. Watch out a little bit of that, and then I can then put the slot in. The slot has to come back 28mm from this face back, so. Oh, you see what happened then, didn't you? Oh dear. Okay, so what I done, I indicated that back in again and put a clamp right on the outside there that hopefully won't get in the way of that bloody collet. Anyway, that's a good lesson learnt. Don't be so greedy, because it'll bite you. Oh no, that didn't turn out too bad. It's got a little bit of chatter in that corner, but we can live with that. Just a bit of a deburr on each corner and that'll be that. So I'll set up to do the slot in here now. Okay, sorry about the glare from the door. I had a bloke turning up and he's not too sure where I live. I've got a 1/3 piece of paper here. I'm just going to touch off on that and then I can work out exactly halfway. Getting close. So hopefully you can see that scratch mark I put in there with a saw. So it looks pretty darn good to me, so I've got to take that in 28mm. Well, that went exceptionally well and didn't take nowhere near as long as I thought. Just used a ton of oil, that's all. Really need to set up a mist cooler. I just don't know which one to buy. But anyway, that slot is done. I believe this part is finished now, all bar chamfering the edges.